Hi, I'm Slavic with iDrinkCoffee.com. Today I'm really excited and proud to present a revolutionary new product. A product that we feel is going to change the way you think about preparing milk and other types of drinks in your coffee-based business. And that product is the Latte Art Factory. Now, despite its name, the Latte Art Factory is not only a milk dispensing system. It can do lots of different types of beverages, and we're going to be going over that, but it really is an amazing product. I can't wait to demonstrate it. The Latte Art Factory comes in two different models, the Classic, which is on my left here, and the Bar, which is on my right. The Latte Art Factory is a beverage dispensing system. Its primary use is, of course, for milk. So what this machine will do, it will dispense milk at predetermined quantities, so it has volumetric dosing, and with a predetermined temperature, you can set the temperature, and you can also set the air, the amount of air that goes inside the milk or whatever beverage. And it will dispense that at the touch of a button each and every time. It's really fantastic. The quality of the milk, which we'll see in a moment in this machine, is really competition quality. It takes a very talented barista to be able to froth milk as well as the Latte Art Factory, and the Latte Art Factory does it quickly, consistently, and with greatly reduced waste. The Latte Art Factory, or the LAF, comes in two different versions, and that, of course, is the Classic and the Bar. Now, these machines are exactly the same. They have the same features. They can produce the same types of drinks. The only difference is that the Classic is a countertop model, so everything is self-contained. There's a fridge here, and the unit is up here. You don't need anything else, just a water connection, and of course, power. And then the Bar is more of a lower profile machine, still sits on your counter, but it looks like a building. It's actually super easy to install. It just requires a small hole, maybe a 1-inch hole in your counter, where you put the hoses through, and then of course your fridge is underneath. The Bar also allows you to have more than one fridge, or actually two fridges. So you can have two different drinks, whether it's a milk, an oat milk, or other combinations are possible with the Bar. So I think that the best way to demonstrate the Latte Art Factory is to show it to you in action. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start making some drinks. And the first one is going to be, of course, the namesake of the machine, and that is a latte. I'm using a San Remo F18 espresso machine, and I'm just going to begin dispensing my espresso. And here for latte, I press the latte button. I'm going to press medium, and then the machine will dispense perfectly frothed milk directly into my pitcher so I can pour it. There we go. And I just add the milk, and this is just like wet paint. Again, we can change the consistency, the amount of air with really just a touch of a button, very easy. And then we pour our latte, and it is ready to enjoy. Okay, we saw how easy that was. I get amazing milk, of course, for my latte. I can pour latte art with it, even with my rudimentary skills. But I'd also like to show you that you don't have to be able to pour latte art, or you don't have to be able to do anything like that. We can simply add the milk to the coffee. So I'm just going to brew some espresso. And while that's brewing, I'm just going to actually adjust my stand. I'm just flipping it upside down, so I have a platform. And now that my shot is finished, I'm just going to bring the cup over to the Latte Art Factory, press the same button, and dispense directly into the cup. Now, this is very useful for places that either don't have the trained staff, or that want to do things faster, or maybe even restaurants. You still get a beautifully textured latte. The milk is still perfect, and it's super fast, super easy, with zero milk waste. You can see here is another latte that is once again ready to enjoy. I really want to point out something that's very, very important about this and about this machine, and that's waste. The average cafe is wasting more than 20%, sometimes even 25 to 30% of their dairy or their plant-based milk. This is zero waste. I poured it directly into my cup. You set the machine up for your cup sizes, and you're using all of that milk, and you're not pouring anything out. In any system, there are competing systems on the market where you pour milk into a pitcher and then it does kind of automatic or robotic frothing. Those systems still require you to pour the milk, which is prone to errors. Here we have the exact right dose of milk, or your plant-based alternative, and that waste reduction really adds up in savings, and also, of course, in sustainability for your cafe or your restaurant. We've seen the Latte Art Factory dispense milk, its namesake. But that's not all this machine can do. It can actually add air to any beverage. And another fantastic application that I just absolutely love is using this with cold brew. So what I have in my Classic here, my Latte Art Factory Classic, is a cold brew, which we made using a baby hard tank. So it's just non-concentrated cold brew coffee. And I'm just going to press this button here, and it's going to aerate the coffee and give us a consistency that is almost exactly like nitro coffee. And you can see that cascading effect. This coffee has no milk in it. This is just cold brew coffee and ice, nothing else. And you can see how it cascades. It's absolutely beautiful, and it gives you a great mouthfeel and a fantastic taste. So I have my nitro cold brew coffee. Let's say I wanted to add some milk to that. With Latte Art Factory, I can do that as well. What I've done is I've just removed the pitcher holder so I can put my glass here. It's a fairly tall glass. And I'm going to use the iced latte. And what the machine will now dispense, it will actually dispense cold milk that's been frothed. And that's really quite incredible because there's no other product on the market that can produce cold foam. Really, there's just no way of making it. The reason the Latte Art Factory is able to do that is because it uses air instead of steam. There's no steam in this machine, so we're just adding air to the milk. And another benefit of that is we're not watering it down. So the milk actually tastes better from this machine because it's when you steam milk on a traditional espresso machine, you're adding a fair amount of water to that milk in the pitcher. Here we have nothing but pure milk, and this is a beautiful now nitro cold brew iced latte. Now, what I did for my cold nitro lattes, I went from one machine to the other. In your cafe, you don't have to do that because you can very easily set up 2 fridges using the bar, and underneath you can have one fridge with cold brew and the other with milk, and then we can program this to do all of that at the touch of a button. So you don't even have to worry about pressing the button twice. It is possible to use it with 2 different liquids. The last drink that I'm going to do is not coffee at all. It's a tea-based drink. The Latte Art Factory isn't restricted just to coffee shops. It's also a fantastic choice for tea, for places that serve tea. You can do chai lattes very easily. You can add great foamed milk to any tea as well. And many tea shops, what they'll do is they'll buy an espresso machine just for the steam one, which is wasteful, takes up a lot of room, and it's really not necessary. Here we can get milk dispensed or plant-based milk very quickly and easily, and I'm going to do just that right now. I'm still using my oat milk, so this is going to dispense oat milk, and I'm brewing a nice oolong chai here. It should be about ready, so I'm going to pour it into my cup. Going to leave enough space for the milk. You can see this is a very, well, I can smell, you can see, it's a nice tea, but I can smell it's very aromatic. If I add my oats to it, I have kind of like a London fog or chai latte that's ready to enjoy. Another use that you can have with the Latte Art Factory is flavored coffees or flavored lattes. As long as the liquid that you're using is homogenized, it's okay for the Latte Art Factory. So what we can do is put a syrup into one fridge and then a milk in the other, and then we can add that flavoring if we want to. Again, super fast, super easy. There's a lot of different things you can do. Just use your imagination and you can create fantastic drinks that your customers are going to love. The Latte Art Factory is a product that I'm personally very excited about because I really do think it's revolutionary. It's a big step forward in the way we make coffee. I think that it is going to revolutionize the industry. It's going to change the way that we think about frothing milk and that we think about milk waste. Automation, for better or for worse, is here to stay. And the Latte Art Factory does just a fantastic job of automating the task of frothing milk. I haven't yet talked about labor savings. This machine can produce 1 liter of perfectly frothed milk per minute, which is an extraordinary amount, far more than most cafes are going to need. That's a huge labor savings where your barista, rather than be at the wand that can be quite loud and of course requires focus, they can be conversing to your customer, earning loyalty and giving the customer a great experience. What we say about Latte Art Factory is that it makes a bad or an inexperienced barista better, and it makes a good barista a lot faster. So you can create drinks, you can keep that line going, and you can crush the rush. If you have any questions about Latte Art Factory, about San Remo, about Malconic, any one of our products, please feel free to reach out to idrinkcoffee.com. We are here to help. Also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos like this about coffee equipment, espresso equipment, coffee grinders, everything to do with coffee. Thanks for watching and have a great day.